I gotta get technology together, man. Let's retry this, y'all. My foot hit the off button by mistake. It's just, ghetto. I'm trying my best, okay? Shouldn't that mean a lot? Anyway, let me restart my screen. I know it's ghetto in here, but it's no different from your lives or your households. Let's reintroduce ourselves. My name is Diamond. I have a pug. Um, what's your name? All right, we're back. What is this? My hair looks fab. Okay. I get distracted easily. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties, but we are back and we have a great show in order for today. And let's just get into it because I already fucked up by turning the computer off mid story. I got shit to do. We're gonna start the show off with slandering men, my favorite pastime. And they're everything that's wrong with the world, but we can't get rid of them. I think we can. There'll be drastic measures we have to take, but I'm pretty sure it's worth it. But we'll get there. So you guys know that Angel Reese has a podcast. I hate when people who don't need podcasts have podcasts, but what can I do, right? And she brings Shaq on there, being that he is a legendary basketball player. He's in the field that she's newly in. You would think that he would have
Okay, y'all.
words of advice. Is everybody back in here? And my chat is delayed, so I'm getting everything so late. This is not gonna be fun. Hold on a second, guys. I need your love and support. Yeah, my shit's delayed. I'm gonna just be doing the show. Hey, Isis. Shaq's on her couch. She's supposed to be giving, fatherly, unclely advice. It starts off as something as a perspective of someone who has been in the field for decades, and then it just goes left. So let's hear a little bit of Shaq on Angel Reese's.
I want them to pay more, but the fans have to do the same thing they do for the NBA.
Right.
You got to show support. You got to show up. You got to buy jerseys. You got to buy shoes. You got to do that. They're starting to do that now. And that's because of, how you played and Caitlin, the thing you had, that the game is more popular than ever now. I do agree with you. Y'all do need to get paid more. Yeah. No reason why some of these bums making $200 million and y'all making what y'all making. I agree with that. But y'all just have to continue to play and, continue to do what you do. But I have a solution for that, and nobody's.
Open your fucking mouth. But anyway, maybe it's a good thing. I hate it, Isis. Like, I hate the hair. I hate the hair. It's just something that I have to believe other people when they say it's not doing it for me. If I felt like if I slapped a wig on my head right now, I would have more more drive. It's the bald head making me like flat and monotone. Trying to push through, trying to believe you guys, but I need my wig. So this is Shaq. This is like the 4 minutes that he was able to pretend he had some, self behavior, and then it just goes downhill. Like when you let men speak too long, their innate horniness and evil comes out.
Ability to dunk, bro. Imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
Oh God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Dunking.
All right. All right.
Bro.
I mean, you would think, not even you would think. You would hope that with age, some people find maturity. I don't know what age boys start hitting puberty, but you can't be horny from 12 to 112. Like, it just shows no growth. It just shows, I think, low IQ. I'm really, really big on hating hypersexual people. And then to pretend and, purposely be obtuse to your wrongs. He came back, he seen us on social media, talk about how horny. I told you guys many stories ago. Shaq is the biggest, nastiest, horniest man of our generation. He literally goes on Twitter see who's popular, who's trending, and he goes and he preys on them. There was a girl about a year or two back. They called her the Home Depot girl because she took a selfie in the mirror. She had on her Home Depot little apron, and he went and found the girl. He's a horny, nasty old man. Then he does this with Angel Reese. He's supposed to be like an uncle figure. He comes on the couch, gives advice, and then goes segues into, well, if y'all wore little shorts, and just being a horny, nasty old man. Victimizes himself in the aftermath. Shaq thinks he's going to end up alone. Let me open up what he said. In Angel Reese Unapologetically Angel podcast, he says, I'm going to end up alone. I already know it because y'all be making up rules as you go. No accountability along. There is no handbook on how to be the perfect man or perfect husband, and y'all be making up shit without telling us. No one has to tell you how to have dignity, self-control, respect, and not to be a pervert. No one has to tell you, hey, you're being a pervert. You should have self-awareness. There's a term called read the room. Read the goddamn room. Some people can't read when it comes to horny. Their horniness makes them illiterate, and that's Shaq. That's Shaq sitting there victimizing himself for, preying on a young girl that looks up to him, that brings him on a podcast for advice. He's just a horny, nasty old man, and he can't help himself. That's just men. Let me show you guys how much. There's so many different ways that men just ruin the world. And another way they ruin the world is by self-sabotaging. I'm going to show you guys a little story with Nick Cannon. Where is this little boy? With Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey, where he tells us what happened in that relationship. And then you get an insight to how men think. You're just going to realize how much better off we are without them. So the caption is, Nick Cannon speaks on what caused his marriage to Mariah Carey to end. I believe she needs a dude like that. I'm just not that dude. Let's listen and let's do a fun discourse on weakness.
In my 20s still, you know what I mean, to the biggest star in the world. My trajectory was here, and then hers, she's already in a different stratosphere. I would lay up at night thinking like, is this who I am? Am I Mariah's man?
Yeah.
Is that what my life is supposed to be? There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm like, this ain't the hustler.
Version of yourself.
And then when you have children, your man shit is like, wait, I'm carrying a purse, the diaper bag, I'm standing on the corner. I'm like, wait, she rocking being all the alpha that she
Well, by the way, she deserves it, by the way.
I believe she needs a dude like that.
Yeah.
I'm just not that dude. Her and I never had problems.
Yeah.
Never argued, never, even with me struggling in this space, she's so understanding and so evolved and lives in her own world. That's the thing. When someone has their own world and you got to be a participant in that, you know what I mean? Like I'm main character. It was like muscle atrophy. I'm not being the dude that God put me on this earth to be. The love kept me there. Even, made it work so well because I was like, oh, you need somebody. You need a support system. You need somebody that don't want you for your money. You need somebody that's sincere. You need somebody that's willing to build a family and raise some, amazing kids together. And that was my.
So all I heard, well, before I go to, antagonizing, there is strength in knowing your weaknesses, and there's weakness in not knowing your strengths. All I heard was she was too good for me, and I needed to go somewhere where I could be the person that was too good because my ego was not big enough to take a back seat to someone who has something going on for themselves. And the sad thing is that we see exactly where he went. He went to talentless mulattoes that didn't have a claim to fame, and the only thing they can do was, be a part of his mulatto world order, just a mother to a child of the new mulatto world order that he's creating. Because when certain men, that's why I hate the term alpha, men that have to say they're alphas aren't alphas. I don't believe in alphas. You either got it or you don't. People who can't be in a room with other successful people are weak, because your success and my success, they shouldn't collide. They should actually bring more value to us, This is sad. This is sad. And the more you let men talk, hi Mango, how you doing, baby? The more you let men talk, the more you realize that they're actually the weaker of the two genders. Traditionally, women always, well, not anymore. Women always was okay with, adding to being the silent partner. The minute a man, skip your late, I don't want to hear it. The minute a man has to be number two in a relationship, you just see the weakness flying out. You see the insecurities. You see the self-sabotaging. You see Nick is farming children for bone marrow because he got the genetic disease. And I wouldn't be surprised either. But also, when you feel less of a man, you have to do a lot of things that people perceive to be manly, which isn't manly, like just making children. My dick works, my sperm swims, and then you abandon all these innocent mulatto children because you're spread so far and thin. It's just like, if I was Nick Cannon, I would have kept this story to myself because the entire story, hi Kenya, the entire story spews weakness. I was Mariah Carey's boyfriend, husband. Mariah Carey was too big to be known as Nick Cannon's wife. So I had to go somewhere of a lower magnitude so I could feel my worth. Because if you put me in a household with a woman with success, I really don't know how to maneuver around if I don't have more accolades. Because outside of accolades, I really don't feel a lot of self-worth. That's all I read from that. So, yeah, Nick Cannon is really wilding out. He's always been corny, but when you find out really how corny people are, it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, people be crazy. Sometimes I don't know if people really be crazy a little bit and they lean into it more because it gets them attention, or if people can't help themselves. And that's where I am with Orlando Brown. I showed y'all a clip last week on, what's this comedian's name with the bad skin? I always forget. Anyway, Marco, Funny Marco. He's on a Funny Marco podcast with Ray J, and he just doesn't behave. But it's fun, and I know there's definitely a mental illness there, but I don't know how much he's leaning into the trolling aspect of it for attention, and how much. But nonetheless, I'm going to watch.
You said Nick? What's up with Nick?
Oh, God. One of ones.
What's up with Nick?
If you compare your career to somebody, who would it be?
Michael Jackson. That's me.
Never.
You're a liar.
What?
Lying ass nigga. Fucking lying ass nigga. Nigga, I'm Michael. You lying ass nigga. What are you talking about? Where's Nick?
Is this where I protect you?
Liar ass nigga.
Yeah. All right. Right now, Ray J's on a commercial break.
I gotta take a piss
Oh, you do?
for a minute.
All right.
They can choke on my dick is what I'm saying.
You know what, Pinkman? Hi, Rez. What's going on, baby? You know what? Another component I forgot is drugs. So we have the mental health issue is one component. We have these niggas really do be on drugs. And then we have that they're attention seeking and trolling. So it could be a collaboration of all three. But this shit goes deep. There's a clip of him. We're going to get into that Dwayne Wade statue in a second because y'all know for a large portion of my life, I was a really big D Wade fan. And the way they did my boy Flash with that statue, it just doesn't sit right with me. Let me show you Orlando Brown. And he just cannot stop talking about Bow Wow. Oh, I can't work a computer for shit, y'all. Why is it so big? Get me out of here.
Who told you to dress up?
Who told you to dress up?
I came for your
Whoa, big fella. It won't be that easy.
I just came for your
He plays around with sexuality a lot. I don't know if he's playing or if he's just openly out and he just thinks it's fun. But here's what he had to say about his rapport with Bow Wow.
Can you give me a rundown of a memorable moment on the set?
Me saying that Bow Wow's
No, I was no.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about That's So Raven. Like on the set.
It's the same thing.
What was the memorable moment?
Okay, everybody, Bow Wow was Raven.
Huh? Don't say that on here.
I said that.
Bow Wow's a good person, and what you said
Bow Wow
is a
was
lie.
Raven, and I
No,
had to put.
he's not.
Liar.
And you know what? You and Bow Wow has never been in the same room. I taught them, and he proved it, and he said you haven't. So stop capping on his name.
I fucked him, and I fucked him like this. Bitch, you like that? You like that?
No, you didn't. Like, you're just a troll.
Motherfucker, blood on my mama. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
He's just trolling. I know that. Actually, no, Bow Wow.
We falling backwards or forwards?
Sean Mikes. Well, we're not going to speak on him. The world, I want you to know everything that he's saying is cat.
There's a lot of stuff going on in this clip. First of all, he's gonna get served a cease and desist, and he's gonna get sued because he thinks it's funny, but he's playing with somebody's name. Second of all, it's a lot of drug-induced behavior. Third of all, I see a lot of mental health issues. It's just too much. But it is still funny to me because it's not about me. And every time Orlando Brown goes and sucks a microphone and talks about Bow Wow, I will be tuned in. But I'm not really sold because the boy got a lot going on. So how much can we believe? Speaking about got a lot going on. When people are music artists, we really just look at them as the artists, but they really do have a life outside of the studio. And sometimes we see with King Von, that life is demonic. I can only tell you what's being alleged, but the feds believe Little Durk paid to get 2 people killed. One was a guy that killed his brother D-Thang, and the second one was the guy who's alleged to have been snitching on him, OTF Jam. This is ghetto. There's going to be a lot of acronyms, a lot of stupid nicknames. The guy that's alleged to be snitching on him now, his name is OTF Jam. Well, his baby mother was killed when allegedly Little Durk found out that Jam was wearing the wire. She was a federal worker for USPS. And, you know, I was saying in the last show, a lot of these little black boys, when they emulate gangster life and, mob life and things like that, they forget the rules. There's chains of commands. There's no woman, no kids. Y'all just outside just killing. Now, y'all killing girls. Allegedly killing girls. That's where I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to be emotionally involved with this case. I don't know these people. I don't care. But when, women are dying, I'm just going to, your music wasn't that. I never cared. I'm hard to please when it comes to music. Whatever happens, because y'all are not following the rules of the game that y'all playing. If y'all going to play the game, play by the rules. No women, no kids. I'm looking at a dead woman. I don't like it. So whatever happens. I don't care if you're a rapper. Your rap's wasn't even that good. Speaking of good music, there was some black excellence I couldn't ignore. So, we have some honorary black artists, and one is Adele and one is Celine Dion. And, Celine Dion was sick recently. I'm glad to see her outside and moving. And she surprised her friend Adele at a concert, and Adele broke down. Every time I see Adele, Adele's crying at this concert, and I love it. She seems like such a love bug. It's so unfortunate that she's white. But anyway, black excellence. I love it. 2 black women supporting each other. SWA, Sisters with Attitude. We can learn a thing from our black sister counterparts, but y'all are not ready for that conversation. Adele is such a love bug. If you see her concert, she's always crying. Love it down, love her down. Were you guys here? Yeah. You guys were. Next story. Some people paparazzi ran down on Jamie Foxx in a gas station, and they were asking him about some comments he made, and they wanted to know. Jamie Foxx responds with "God bless" when asked to confirm rumors circulating online that he allegedly said in a Netflix comedy special that Diddy was the person who drugged him and sent him into the hospital. I'm trying to read his body language and read between the lines where people don't want to say too much, and I feel like let's just watch it first.
Hey Jamie, how are you, buddy? You looking great? Hey, I have a question for you about this whole P. Diddy thing. About the rumors that are just online are just crazy. I wonder if you could just clear it up for the fans and...
God bless you.
How are you feeling though?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better.
Did Jamie say just forget the gas? Hold on.
Clear it up for the fans and...
Diddy did that shit. The boy said, fuck the gas, get me out of here. He was...
About the rumors that are just online are just crazy. I wonder if you could just clear it up for the fans and...
Everything they said that boy did, he did. I tell you, a lot of the stories that I do, I don't have the attention span to watch an entire story, think of jokes, and then come back to you guys. A lot of the things that I present to you guys, I watch for the first time with y'all, and I just wing it. Anything I say is off the top. I did not know that the question being posed to Jamie Foxx made him so nervous that he put the gas hose back in the little hole and said, fuck this gas, and drove off on E. That says a lot. Diddy did that shit. And you know, we knew that. I mean, how much things do you have to see to know that Diddy did it? But anyway, it was so cute seeing Sweetie do something in her lane. We all don't feel like rapping is her lane. And you know, she's a cute girl. I just want to see you do cutesy, girly stuff. So, you know, the majorette thing. I went to school in New York City. We don't have a big, you know, Friday night lights, stadium, college football culture. So that's something I never got to do. I got to do it on a little stage in high school. I was a cheerleader. But nothing like the big, you know, majorette bands and you see them popping, locking, and dropping. It's just, you know, that's the only thing I wish I was able to experience. But, you know, we had shootouts and block parties, which I think is greater than sign. But, you know, this would have been cute to experience. And, you know, it was cute seeing Sweetie do something sweet. She was made to be a pretty girl. Pretty girl do pretty things, but rapping is just not one of them. And that's okay. I don't know if you guys were here for the part where I was just like, there is strength in knowing your weaknesses and weaknesses in not knowing your strengths. You can apply that to almost anything. And my strength is I'm not the one. My strength is I'm equipped with a certain amount of skills, and with those skills, I'm willing to go to the end. Take off my little cosmetic, what do you call this? Fake jewelry. Let me take it off because this is serious. There is someone going around Atlanta and shooting dogs. Now, you guys know I would literally die for any dog. So I'm going to show you a clip of the story. And I just don't know why we haven't, as a society, come together. You know they would do it to bring down black people. I don't understand why we're not outside right now in a gun state with pitchforks, AK-47s, and mass hunting this man. But I want to make this story quick because I really, really do not play with animals.
I want to get on social media and cry, but my dog just got shot and she's dead. And bro, the way this shit happened is so fucking insane. Apparently there's like a fucking dog serial killer going around fucking the cab. I stay close like to Memorial. So if you in that area, watch the fuck out. But that nigga, my man took my dog out to pee. And she's like super trained, so she knows where to go. So when you open the door and say go potty, she knows to go to the back and do all that. She went to the back. As soon as she gets to the back, and my dog's really like bouncy, like she jumps around and stuff. Happy ass dog. And the nigga, just as soon as she got back there, he just shot her. And my man like was right there, like as soon, like he was about to walk to the grass part, and he picked her up, and then he start cussing at the nigga like, what the fuck, because the nigga tried to walk away, and the nigga turned around and damn near shot my nigga and grazed his head. Like, you can see the fucking mark.
All right, so I thought, like, people on TikTok say they, I seen the news syndicate about it, and this was 2 days ago, so no one has been caught. And listen, we live in a gun state for a reason. I want this man dead by yesterday. So anyway, that's anybody who watches the show. If you are in the Atlanta area, there is an alleged dog serial killer. Next story. My little heart can't take it. Okay, I hate to do real family things, but it ain't my family. So I don't cover baddies, but this crossed my timeline and I said, what? So the little Christiane missing tooth girl, she has a pit bull sister. She's a dog fighter. She's a prize champion pit. This is what they had to say to each other in an argument. Protect Gotti. I can't even wrap my... Gotti good. It's whoever thinks Gotti's not good, that won't be good. But a motherfucker run up on my deck. Anyway, the two pit bulls, they were having a family argument, and this what transpired.
I remember when I was 7. You made me eat your pussy.
You said what? I'm done talking.
I remember when I was 7. You made me eat your pussy.
I don't know what these people have going on, but I also don't want to know. And I also don't want to, discredit anybody's alleged sexual assault. Someone who alleges to be Christiane's bestie. I don't understand. You say you're my best friend. You're denying my claims of sexual abuse. She says her name is Ajay. Anyway, been her best friend since my sophomore year of high school, and as many times as Shorty been mad and I was there with her, these allegations would never come up. She never said a word about her sister touching her ever. Mind y'all, we was just sleeping on Tifa's couch. I don't know who Tifa is. I don't watch nigger shows. The day before she announced she was pregnant, and prior to that, calling Tifa every day. I guess Tifa is the Pitbull sister. I guess, yes. I guess that's... Anyway. And with her every time they came to Maryland, here's my thing, right? I have a multitude of things. One, the girl, I don't know these people. Christiane is saying this happened at 7. You're saying y'all been friends since sophomore year in high school. That's around 15. You don't meet people and just tell them about your trauma. Hey, let's be friends. I was molested when I was 7. That could be something that she just... clearly, your integrity isn't there. Maybe she gauged that you're not a person she was willing to share her trauma with, because clearly you're somebody who runs to the internet for clout and attention, and you're still saying that you're currently her bestie and tell people's business. So that could be one thing. 2, why do y'all turn on people for a little bit of clicks and retweets that will be forgotten in 15 minutes? I don't understand you people at all. You cannot... And then one thing I'm really big on is when it comes to like sexual harassment and being molested, why do y'all think that y'all know people enough to dethrone their trauma? Oh, I know her. She ain't never say nothing. Y'all are bad people. And the longer I live, the more I realize that you can't trust nobody. And just if you don't want your secret to be out, don't tell nobody. Because the first thing people do, hop on the phone, don't say nothing but Christiane was molested. You don't talk about people's, real That's trauma. That's a child. Anyway, y'all bad people and y'all don't care. Where is Blueface's mom? Looking for a second of relevancy about something that have nothing to do with her.
Think about the news that we got today from the trailer of the two sisters, and my opinion is as follows. They were kids.
Thank you. No one asked for your opinion. You think you're important enough to speak on the situation because you are the mother of the kid of one of the sisters that you don't even have a relationship with, and you think you can prop your camera up on your dashboard and use your 5 circles of degree relevancy to say who is guilty and who's not. This, you're a bad mother. It shows in what your son became, and you're just too old to be so stupid and dunce. And I just don't get these people, and I really want to disassociate with a lot of blacks. Speaking of disassociating with a lot of blacks, we are a couple of days away from the election. And the closer we get, the more gimmicks we're getting from both parties. But the real gimmick here are the black people that are still defending and advocating for a Trump presidency with all the racism that has been spewing from that damn political party. And y'all know I don't give a fuck about politics. I'm literally just playing the game and choosing from the lesser of the two evils. If Freddy Krueger was running against Trump, I would definitely be on Elm Street, holding up signs for old Freddie. It's that bad. And everybody who advocates for this man, everyone that's at a rally, everyone that's talking, they're just spewing nothing but racism. And you still got black people saying, well, $1,200. And it has been said so many times. As I say that, this is literally how the $1,200
Polls suggest that voters trust President Trump, former President Trump, more on the economy. What can you tell the voters, our viewing audience, our listening audience, that if you were to become president, while Madam VP Kamala Harris will be much better on the economy than what President Trump was?
Well, so I'm really glad you brought that up, Shannon. So first of all, let's clear up certain myths.
Okay.
You know those checks that went out?
Yes. Those skimmies?
Right. Right.
Stimulus check.
Yeah, I know. Well, right. Yes. Yes.
We got to be for stimulus, but they call them stimmies. Okay.
The reason those came about is because there was a Democratic majority in the House of Representatives and Congress. Mm-hmm. People like Maxine Waters, people like Hakeem Jeffries, right?
Yes.
Who did the work of pushing to say, people need help right now and we need to send out checks. There was a whole lot of opposition to it, including from Donald Trump's White House.
Yes, even him. I think he was resistant to it at first.
Yes. That's why those checks, remember, Congress holds the purse.
Yes.
So really, Congress wrote those checks. But then Donald Trump, unlike any president before or after, decided he put his name on those checks.
So therefore, people thought
Donald Trump gave me that check. And so let's clear that up first and foremost.
Okay. Polls suggest that voters trust
You got people that just walk the earth and they just, don't do any research, don't do any thinking, they just do. And that's a very harmful thing for society. Even the people who don't play the political game like myself, you got to know if you're going to advocate for something so detrimental to the livelihood of an entire country, at least know what you're talking about. And people just click on the shade room, look at pictures and say, ooh, no research, just vibes. So that was Kamala on, and I'm not a Kamala fan. I'm just anti-Trump. So whoever is the opponent of Trump, an enemy of mine, is a foe of mine. That's the game we're playing. But it gets so nasty with these Republicans, and they say so many harmful things. Off the top, and I'm definitely not in my political bag, off the top in the last 2 months, the Republican Party has dissed the Haitians by saying that we eat the pets, dissed Puerto Ricans by saying it is a floating island of garbage, dissed women by taking away reproductive rights, dissed women without children, calling us miserable cat. I mean, the disrespect of that party does not end. It is a bad sitcom, and people are just laughing at and I just don't know what it takes to make people take things seriously. But this was the last straw for a lot of Puerto Ricans. And I'm glad the Puerto Ricans have entered the chat. You know, nobody don't care when it's black people being made fun of. They heard the Haitians, they didn't bat an eye. They heard it, Who cares about black people? Not even black people. I just disconnect emotionally because I don't have the bandwidth to take on this army. Trump rally speaker talks about Latinos.
Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants.
You see more of it? I do have, no, let me give y'all a little bit more to see what people are voting for.
It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. No, it is absolutely wild time.
What white people is? I watched the entire thing. Oh, there's more. There's one more.
All right. Heck yeah. It's a cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome.
This is a very critical time in swaying the last votes, and a rally that you held to convince people that you are the candidate for the people. You let someone with nothing but racist rhetoric go up there and spew the hate that you want people in a commonality to gravitate towards too. This is not policies, what I can do, bettering people. This is, hey, you hate them, I hate them. Let's hate them together. Let's get rid of them. And like Pink Mango was saying, nobody cares about racism when it's black people. All of a sudden, it's Puerto Rico, and now people are like, whoa, you got Bad Bunny. And this is why, and I'm going to take it a step further, and I don't give a fuck. You're not going to see me say free Palestine. I don't care. I don't care. Palestine don't care about black people. Why are black people up in smokes about Palestine? They're killing, the Dominicans are killing the Haitians. No one cares about the Haitians, but everybody wants black support. No one gives black support. You will not see I am drinking Starbucks. I don't even drink coffee. I don't care. I am not boycotting nobody, because when people disrespect black people, y'all don't boycott them. Y'all don't bat an eye. But black people go out their way for the acceptance of other people being harmed. Nobody jumps in for us. So, what's for lunch? Anyway, now the Puerto Ricans are upset. Bad Bunny has millions and millions of followers. Bad Bunny took to his social media to advocate for Kamala. Now people care. Other people are being made fun of, y'all. Now people are waking up. Yes, you do. You drink my coffee. Okay, Skip. I'm glad to see you're in here. The same forces that are stepping on our necks, they are also stepping on our neck. The same enemy. Let me tell you something. I could go all day, but what would it change? It won't change anything. It's just when I see these people free posts, I just want to hold on, guys. I don't know why I saved this. That's just so funny to me. I just had to save it because, I hate her. Anyway, she's big. Anyway. Enough with the politics. I just want to show you all the things the Republicans have been doing, and people are still saying, I'm voting for Trump. Very, very, very strange to me. Now, to the disrespect of a statue being made for Dwayne Wade, or what they say is Dwayne Wade. like a slave. That ain't Dwayne Wade. That's Wade in the water. I mean, for what this guy has done for the history of Miami, you don't think they could have. It's like that's never a disappointment, but you got to hold it down. I mean, they can't remelt it, but let's get another angle. That is a slave. Or that's Lawrence Fishburne. I don't know. That Wade in the water. Y'all. The disrespect be right there. It be backhanded. It be. If you were a basketball fan, oh yeah, I'm really quick with it. If you was a basketball fan when I was a basketball fan, I'm talking about D-Wade straight out of Marquette. We called him the Flash. You guys was in the 2013 finals. You had to be there. You don't do that to people. You don't do that to people. The 2013 finals, one of the best finals I've ever seen in my life. Comparable to the 2001 finals with the 76ers and the Lakers. But anyway, I have a vagina. I need to get back in the kitchen. They need to go melt that down and go do my boy better. That's the least they could do for what he did for Miami and American Airlines. Look at this. That ain't right. That's mad not right. That's sick. That's what that is. I know you squares and 9-to-5ers want to hear this one. The same people who missed out on SBAs and PPPs. We got another one, boys. You guys love when you missed out on free money and people start getting arrested. So here's something to rock your socks. There was the Chase glitch about a month ago, 2 months ago. $0 months ago because I didn't get it. JP Morgan begins to sue customers who stole thousands of dollars in an infinite money glitch. Here's the thing with these white people and corporations. Only y'all can steal transport drugs. Remember the oil spill? JP Morgan oil spill. All they do is steal, destroy. You can't take $1,000. I can't get $1,000 of a mistake that you made. You can't. When you sit down and you think about life, it will get overwhelming. The things these white people and corporations do, you can't do one fraction of it. They want to arrest yourselves. JP Morgan, y'all was moving cocaine on boats and got caught, swept it under the rug. Spilled oil in the middle of the ocean, swept it under the rug. Stealing money from small businesses, swept it under the rug. A couple of scammers with hoodies take $1,000. Y'all want to press charges. When I get to them gates, there's a lot of questions I'm going to ask the creator because I did not have fun. I did not have fun down here. Not in this skin color you gave. Like what? I don't want to hear that. But you know what?
You hear Omari doing.
Y'all know I hate 50, but he gave a good interview on the Breakfast Club. It's kind of meat riding Nikki right here.
New York
Let
City?
you hear it.
Or anywhere for that matter.
I hope so. Like I think it's Nikki right now. That's why I support Nikki.
But you had a whole crew though. That's what made it so different.
Yeah,
First of all, nobody had success like you had. But then having a whole crew that was successful as well.
You think she could assemble a crew?
She can build it. Yeah, she can definitely do it. They'll listen to her because she's definitely her character. She's not fake it. Like, that shit is really there. Like, she's stronger than a lot of dudes. She's been bumped around. So if when you get to agitated, she's gonna think you try to play her, and she'll go off with
you.
Of course, the two worst dressed people from Queens are gonna defend each other. He's prom king for worst dressed in queen, and she's prom queen for worst dressed. So it makes sense. Whatever. This is where I had fun. You know him and Omari, y'all know him as Ghost from Power, have been bumping heads since he killed off Ghost's character And this is what he had to say about Omari Hardwick.
Interviews, Omari Hardwick. Do you feel like he's ungrateful for some of the moves and things that you did for him?
I think he leaves people feeling like he said it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Look, also point out the fact that when you don't have money, that I'll give you the money. Like give him $50,000-$60,000 and say, yo, nah, just get back to me when you're ready. Like until you're comfortable and settled in. I don't believe in we can't win consecutive championships if the players are hungry. The team is hurting back there. If that's the case. So and then you go on. They don't change financial thresholds of how people are being paid on these projects until you get to season 3. We get to season 3, it changed so he can handle it after that. Then he didn't need the loans anymore at that point. But I did remember I was talking about somebody else owed me money and he just jumped out there and said
but you said that was strategic because it kept his music going and he was able to pay you back. But the Omari Hardwick said this is not.
No, but Omari said, yeah, Fifth gave me money. I didn't even say Omari's name. I was talking about Rotimi.
Oh, he thought you was talking about him.
50 is the prime example why you don't take money from people. I don't care what I got going on. I'm going to figure it the fuck out. Because what he's going to do is package it out like he's giving a prolific message in it. But he just want to let you know that niggas was broke and he was giving men. If you're going to get on a global breakfast show that's played in several different states and cities and tell people that I ain't had no money and you had to lend me $50,000, $60,000, baby, I'm gonna figure it out. There is drugs and booty holes to be sold, but you are not going to disgrace me on a morning radio show. And, 50 is a clown, always been a clown. He's number 2 on my hate your gut list. Yes, he's number 2. So this is nothing that I didn't believe that he was capable of. Tell him grown people. Anyway, I'd rather figure it out than be made fun of on a global stage. I don't know what the CFDA Awards was or is. But the girl stepped out last night. Look at Tiana Taylor.
Love the way you put it on. Girl, you got my attention.
Goddamn. And Jactavia came out, and I think this might be a new face. I don't have that kind of money, so my surgeries are very far and few. But baby, when I just posted CFDA red carpet. That's a new face. That is a new touched up face, and I cannot. Oh my God, it eats the fuck. Baby, because the mugshots did not look this graceful and poised. I cannot wait to get a fucking $1 or 5 million. Who else I wanted to talk to y'all about?
Just a regret.
As a person who makes jokes just for the fun of life, because life is so heavy, so sometimes you got to make a joke out of everything. I understand what occurred here. This is just hilarious on Dr. Wendy's show, talking about any regrets she had in her comedy career, and this is her only regret.
No, I just a regret. This is the only regret that I have in my career, not with like family or anything. I don't regret anything, except for this one joke I had told about Chadwick Boseman before he passed, before we had all figured out that he had cancer. He had made a video. This is around COVID. He made a video and he was telling people to stay in the house, because this COVID thing is spreading. It's dangerous. People are dying and stuff. And I thought he was losing weight for a role in a movie because, he was a method actor, and phenomenal actor. And I had said something about how he, like his appearance, how he had looked like losing weight. And then that man passed away maybe 2 or 3 weeks later. And it wasn't even the hate that I got from the internet. It was just the type of person that I was, that because as messy as, I've been and all of that, I'm still a very, very good person. And I would never, ever joke about somebody with an illness or a disease or something that they can't control. It made me so sick to my stomach. And I just was like, oh my God.
Well, that's a thin line that we play in the comedy game, because you really don't know what people are going through. So that's a lesson that I wanted to learn through her, and I don't want to learn through myself. That and every joke don't have to be said, because you might have to deal with a lot of backlash and deal with some self guilt, because some people are going through battles that are silent. So I'm glad I seen that clip early in my career, so I could be cognizant of every joke. Don't you might want to slow down, do the research before you press send on a joke. But you never know, so you gotta watch what you say. Yes, I'm glad she made it. She's talented, but so damn ignorant. Remember, she had said some ignorant shit about Indian people on a plane. A lot of homophobic things. She's a majority on the wrong side of history. But I'm glad I saw this clip, because I learned something from it, because sometimes that joke won't be worth it. I don't know what the NBA got going on, and I am really baffled that this is a real story. A glory hole has allegedly been discovered in one of the NBA team locker rooms. Players and staff remain tight-lipped as an investigation unfolds. Men are so dangerous and horny. You mean in your workplace, in your workplace where you make millions of dollars, you guys have created something that can get you fired or suspended and bring disgrace, because you guys are allegedly so horny that you had to put a hole in your locker room in case after a game or during halftime you get so horny. It's a TV mount. Let's say that it's a pussy mount. It's a pussy mount in a locker. I've never seen a group of people who will risk their lives, livelihood, money. Empires have fallen. People have been for just 60 seconds in a wet hole. I don't want to be on earth with people that are so lawless and horny. It's terrifying. I just don't understand men. I don't want to understand them. I also don't. Good. Let's. Azalea Banks is just anytime that she's spoken about. Does she make music or not? I don't hear music. It's just Little Nas responds to Azalea Banks saying he fell off so hard. End quote. Azalea, I could never make a hit song again, and you would still never, in your bussy soap selling, chicken sacrificing, botch body hating ass, miserable life, reach a 10th of my success. Love your music, by the way. I just don't know what's wrong with the girl. And that was a nice, nasty read. I love me a little chickaboom read. I tell you, there's only two groups of people on earth that can do a better read than me. And that's Jamaicans and the gays. If you're a Jamaican gay, I will run for cover. That's not the only story I have with Azalea Banks. You got to remember when Ice Spice and her friend Cleopatra were having the falling out. Azalea said, "Don't worry about it, girl. I'm going to bring you on tour for me. You could headline for me." And I said to myself, one, you don't have any music. Two, you're such a problematic person that she would have a bigger issue working with you than Isis Spices. Girl, one of my favorite followers in here, Dosa Fab, added me last night. Diamond, literally what you said verbatim. This is from Cleopatra's Twitter account. For everyone that's been asking, I won't be performing on Halloween with Azalea anymore. Her choice, heart. You bitches is psychos and weirdos. And yeah, it's unfortunate, that women can't work together, but especially black women. And Azalea, she's a sick bitch, and that's why exactly she is where she is, just on the internet spewing controversy and gossip and not working on her craft, because She's unworkable with. She's a sick bitch. Let's do a little caucus concern. I'm tired of the black. Oh, mama done burnt the chicken. I got y'all some caucus concerns. So, Tom Brady and his ex-wife Giselle Bundchen, they broke up not too long ago. I didn't know why. I was in my own black bubble. I don't enjoy the bubble. That's just the bubble that I'm in. So I didn't know that while they was married, there was a little rumor that she was too, familiar with the kids' jiu-jitsu trainer. That's like the pool boy. That's rich for pool boy. She was running around with the pool boy, right? This is what they said was like 2 months after the divorce. She's kissing the kid's jiu-jitsu trainer on the mouth. Scandal, right? Well, yesterday, the bitch pops up pregnant. She pops up pregnant. She forgot that she was even Tom Brady's wife. She's out here with this guy that he's not even hot. I don't know what white hot is. So maybe in caucus land, this is hot. I don't know what they do over there, but I just know that she's on her third baby. She's not looking back, and congrats, I guess. Yuck. Okay. What time is it? Ooh, 1 o'clock. Let me see if I feel like giving y'all something else. There was something else that I felt like, you know what? I hate to do politics, but the last week of this shit is bringing the worst out of people. Y'all have to see this political fight. The political girls are fighting. Get these hood rat pit bulls off my screen. This is real life.
If you don't want to be...
Politics gets so nasty, but I like it because then you see who people are when the gloves are off. Just listen.
Called Nazis, stop doing...
You're
stop
called
saying-
you've been called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people would
By
sit there
you.
and... No, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying...
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians, so I'm used to it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is
Did
that...
you just say I should die?
You
should not...
No, I
Did
said...
you just say I should be killed?
No, I...
Everybody stop. Everybody stop and let's read the caption. CNN panelist Ryan James Gradersky pulled from Newsnight after insulting fellow panelist, a Muslim, and implying he was a terrorist by saying, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. Do you guys remember there was, what country was that? Well, there was bombings, and the way that these bombers did this particular bomb, they would put the bomb inside the beeper. When the beeper went off, it exploded. This man just said, over politics, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. I mean, the racism is loud, it's blatant, no one's batting an eye, and what can you do? There is something you can do. You cannot vote for Trump, but you still got people. But I mean, it doesn't change anything. But I don't want to help people who hate me win anything. I don't give a fuck if it was a cotton candy at the fair. Whoever sits in the chair, let's just get this straight. Nothing changes. Black people still suffer. It is not a game of me thinking, oh, Kamala's going to change the trajectory of black living. It's not going to change anything. When November 6th roll around, I'm going to look at my account. It's going to be pitiful. I'm going to be behind the bar pouring drinks to perverted men, so on and so forth. I just cannot help someone who hates everything I stand for so loudly win anything as so much as a fucking cotton candy, much less a seat to be the most powerful man in the world. Go fuck yourself. I think I'm done with this shit. I think I don't want to do no more politics. I don't want to see Bad Bunny's face. Look at this shit. This was the process. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out for real this time. And he posted it on his social media. I'm gonna wrap this shit up. I need a drink. Where's my claps? Where's my sound effects? Damn, even... Look at the guy's face who made it. He looked like he knows he's in trouble. Look at this. He looks like he knows he's in trouble, and y'all still said, yeah, like this. All right, guys, today is Tuesday. Ugh, that means y'all got 3 more shows. These stories are starting to weigh heavy on me. The more I know, this is a heavy burden to wear, but for the love of money, potential money, I'll do it. Tomorrow, we will be back, 12 to 1. Same time, same place. Thank you, everyone who takes an hour out of your day to hear me yell at a screen about shit that has nothing to do with my life. I appreciate that. This is how I think. Also, before I go, I want to start doing... Oh, that's the maintenance man. I want to start doing... I'm coming! I want to start doing an advice time. So can you guys send me in any questions that you have that you need help or advice with? I want to do a Ask Mother. So we're going to be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Love you all. So tomorrow, go fuck yourselves.